Hi, this is Natalie. I'm going to show you my process book for my calculator app. I decided to do a chore calculator and because that's something that I need here at my house and I wish I could make this operational. Here's my table of contents. And then I have a what, who, and how this app works, just a quick overview, the short elevator pitch, and I put the key features that this app should have. It should calculate the age of each child, assign a list, and create a list based on the needs of the home, and a few other things. And I put a little mock-up by there of someone getting into the app. Next, I have background of some research I did for existing calculator apps, what's out there right now, and what smartphones do, and also what the apps do, and some visual research. I did a lot more visual research than this, but these are the ones that I thought were the most relevant. And then I listed out some different app ideas I had, and then some thoughts that stemmed from some of those ideas. I thought about doing a meal app, but that seemed a little less useful to me than the chores. So the next is my idea and my reason, a list of information that is needed from the parent that's inputting it, and then the reason that I'm creating the app. My target audience is really families, especially bigger families, or families with probably more than 2 kids. So that does kind of narrow down the audience, but I find that is the area that has the biggest gap, that there's so many apps out there based on kids and not on the home. And that's not very practical when the Finches have all these kids, and so if she wants to see what jobs got done, she has to go through the house once with Christopher, and then once with Alexander, and once with Kira, and once with Asher. By the time she's done, she's exhausted going through the house. She just needs to go through it one time to find what she's looking for. Then I got stuck on how to name the app, so I did a list of words that I thought were useful. I sketched out kind of how I thought a sitemap could go, and then just folded a piece of paper so it was roughly the size of a screen, and kind of made my first hand-drawn wireframe. After that, I did more of a computer-generated sitemap to visualize where it was going a little better. And then I really did a real wireframe in Adobe XD. And then I did some user tests and got some feedback on what was confusing and what worked right on that. So I also did a few versions of the logo. It's funny because everyone's like, oh, I love the logo, but really I felt like it just came to me and I just knew it was right to do an arrow with level up on it. So my first real design thought was to make this look like a notebook, because that says organization to me, and so does folders and all of that. So I put down notebook paper and folders, and this is a composition book background. But I got some kind of negative feedback on that, so I went through it again and redesigned it after this. But this is I had my kids look at it and go through it, and they were like super excited about this app. They're like, Mom, when can we do this? So I think I might have to find a way to make this work. But I think that also told me that I'm going in a good direction with this. Then I just have my final product here. I kind of went with a bulletin board theme and a metal kind of magnet board. and did some mock-ups in there. And then on this page I have described what each of the screen's purpose is and how they are used. So I hope you enjoy looking through it, and I've learned a lot through this process, and thank you for helping me to learn.